December's almost here, but it won't feel like December just yet. Started to get some hints of that today where we warmed back up into the middle 40s, and we'll continue to avoid the chill moving forward. You can see the jet stream just kind of slowly retreats to the north, and eventually very mild air works in towards the middle of this week. So December starts Wednesday, right in time for Wednesday. Temperatures taking a big leap upward, and we're going to stay very mild for the first several days of the month, to the point where it feels more like early November than early December. Here's how we look currently, still hovering just above freezing, which is still brisk, but look at all that very mild air still being felt in places like Iowa and Kansas City, where they're in the 50s. We'll eventually get that kind of air for us. Tonight, though, not quite making it up there all the way. That's because of today's weather system. It brought in a couple scattered showers early this morning and a brief amount of warm air, which is why we're pretty mild right now. Now some slightly cooler conditions are working in behind that weather system, so temperatures are basically going to hold steady for tomorrow. We'll be back into the middle 40s, but not quite that 50-degree weather that we'll see later this week, all because of this momentary interruption that we're seeing right now. So 34 tonight, really not dropping down all that much. This is still fairly mild for this time of year, even though things get a little frosty in the morning. We'll have a clearing sky overnight with a light northwest breeze. Tomorrow morning, again, starting out slightly below freezing, but then quickly getting back into the 40s from there, and lots of sunshine ahead, so a little easier to plan around. We don't have to worry about the clouds and that little slight chance for showers like we had earlier on today. By the afternoon, close to 50, but because of that northwest breeze, we're hovering just below that point. We'll be mainly sunny all throughout the day, then looking at a somewhat clear night ahead as we get into tomorrow night. After that, it's the 50s for a couple days in a row, and look at Thursday, all the way up to 56 degrees. That's a good 15 degrees or more above average. We eventually get back to reality, so to speak, Saturday and Sunday, dropping back down into the upper 30s. Overall, we have fairly dry weather throughout much of this week, and we may not be done with the warmth from there. We look well into the middle of the month, and we've got a slight chance for warmer than average conditions. We're kind of right on the fringe there of very warm weather. So even into mid-December, things may still be slightly above average, rather than seeing the winter chill that we usually get. Keep an eye on Wednesday as that warmer air rolls in. You can see some spotty showers possible in the morning, but just like today, really not getting much for precipitation. So 50s for 3 days in a row, cooling off this weekend. Overall, things look fairly quiet this week. Sunday has a slight chance for showers, so we'll keep an eye on that. In your most accurate 10-day forecast, conditions eventually settle down into the 30s, which is a lot more like it for this time of year. So soak up the warmth while we have it, because it goes away fairly quickly once we get to the end of this week. In the meantime, we're still on target. Managed to make it into the middle 40s today. Cash total up to 182. Forecast for tomorrow, 48. We'll have to see if we can keep this streak going. And